Hello guys, welcome back to Twashta. In this video, we will be solving a question from the topic Biochemistry, and this question appeared in IIT JAM 2020. Deficiency of the enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase causes phenylketonuria. Phenylalanine hydroxylase converts phenylketonuria into option 1 tryptophan, option 2 an alanine, option 3 tyrosine, and option 4 threonine. Here I encourage you to pause the video and answer this yourself. Now let's start. Phenylketonuria is a recessively inherited disorder whose sufferers lack the ability to synthesize an enzyme, that is phenylalanine hydroxylase. Phenylalanine hydroxylase converts the amino acid phenylalanine into tyrosine. I repeat, sufferers lack the ability to synthesize the enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase to convert the amino acid phenylalanine into tyrosine. We've got our answer already, that is tyrosine. If I were in an exam hall, I would have straight away marked option C and moved on. Hardly a matter of 5 to 10 seconds, right? But as we are solving questions as a part of our preparation strategy, it is good to have a more thorough understanding of phenylketonuria and related concepts. Before we get into the details of the disease, let's look at the actual metabolism of phenylalanine as it takes place in normal individuals. The proteins that we consume ultimately get broken down into individual amino acids, and one of these amino acids is phenylalanine. Now 25% of the phenylalanine is actually used to build new proteins inside our body, but the remaining 75% is used in the liver to generate another amino acid known as tyrosine. Now some of the tyrosine is also used to build new proteins, and the remaining unused tyrosine inside the liver is metabolized via these steps into acetoacetyl coenzyme A and fumarate. Acetoacetyl coenzyme A is then transformed into ketone bodies, and fumarate is transformed into glucose. The cells of our body can use these ketone bodies and glucose for energy. So that's a normal process of metabolism of phenylalanine as it takes place inside our body. Now let's see what goes wrong in the body of people with phenylketonuria. The problem lies in the first step of phenylalanine catabolism. The enzyme responsible for the conversion of phenylalanine to tyrosine, that is phenylalanine hydroxylase, is genetically defective in the individuals with phenylketonuria, due to which this reaction does not take place. In individuals with phenylketonuria, a secondary, normally little used pathway of phenylalanine metabolism comes into play. In this pathway, phenylalanine transfers its amino group in a process called deamination and gets converted into phenylpyruvate, which is a ketone. Phenylalanine and phenylpyruvate accumulate in the blood and tissues and are excreted in the urine, hence the name phenylketonuria. In another reaction, phenylpyruvate, rather than being excreted as such, is either decarboxylated to phenyl acetate or reduced to phenylactate. Phenyl acetate imparts a characteristic odor to the urine, which nurses have traditionally used to detect phenylketonuria in infants. The accumulation of phenylalanine or its metabolites in early life impairs normal development of the brain, causing mental retardation and severe intellectual deficits. This may be caused by excess phenylalanine competing with other amino acids for transport across the blood-brain barrier, resulting in a deficit of required metabolites to the brain. Some important points to be kept in mind are that phenylketonuria was among the first inheritable metabolic defects discovered in humans, And when this condition is recognized early in infancy, mental retardation can be prevented by rigid dietary control. This is the reason why foods sweetened with the artificial sweetener aspartame bear warnings addressed to individuals on phenylalanine controlled diets, because aspartame is a dipeptide of aspartate and phenylalanine. Another important inheritable disease of phenylalanine catabolism is Alkaptonuria. In Alkaptonuria, the defective enzyme is homogentisate dioxygenase. It is less serious than phenylketonuria as it produces fewer ill effects, but large amounts of homogentisate are excreted, and oxidation of this homogentisate turns the urine black. With this information, we have come to the end of our discussion on phenylketonuria and related disorders, and I hope this video will be beneficial to you guys. Please let us know in the comments. Thank you.